My name is Jeremy Pound and my tag is OPTO.
So, as an event organizer for this event, can you tell me a little bit about the Smash and Melee scene, what it's like here for in Leicester?
I'm not actually an event organizer, but I actually help with event organizers. So I do a bit of what they do. So I go around, I make sure people get their games done, and I manage my pools, which is basically how people play the game in an arranged way. So I do help a bit on there. And what's the other question?
Would you tell me a little bit about the scene in Leicester? Is it big? Is it small? Have you got quite a large following compared to other areas?
It's growing definitely. Leicester compared to other cities, there's not that much coverage because we don't have live streams, but we're certainly growing far from last year. Like last year, we'll perhaps have about a dozen people turning up to events. But now we get more than a dozen, perhaps 15 to 20 something. And now this tournament, 50 something people expressed interest and are supposedly in this room. So I say it's growing in Leicester, it's doing well.
How often in Leicester do you run regular events, either tournaments like today or weekly events or bi-weekly?
We do bi-weeklies, but in between, because it's a bi-weekly, there's another event running. So we do try to fit in as much as we can every week, but officially we do bi-weeklies. And tournaments, that's once a month, one for Melee and one for Smash 4. And just this weekend, this is the first one happening on a Sunday. So this is the first, so expect more to be coming.
So if someone in Leicester who plays Smash, loves the game and wants to get into casual or competitive, where can they go to find more information?
Look on Facebook. The best thing to do is to go onto Facebook and type in Smash UK or type in Midlands Smash. I think you can find it, but that's our region, and we host and we promote our events on there. Will Savage does a lot of that, and you can access basically our events through there and sign up on Facebook. We also got a group called O'Neill's, Smash at O'Neill's, where we got people who turn up to events in Leicester, and they're in there and you can talk to them directly.
So someone who's never played the game before, how do they actually get into Smash and Melee? What do they need to play?
What do they need to play? I would say to get in, I would say watch some videos about what it's like, what the tournament is like, or what an offline session is. It's basically very simple. You just basically turn up, you play people next to them, and the best thing is to ask them. If you're very new to the game, there will be definitely at least one player who's willing to show the basics, like how to move left and right, the basic rules, stuff like that.
Are there any characters that you would suggest to a beginner to play with? I know when I started coming here, you guys suggested to play Donkey Kong and Mario. Donkey Kong was my favourite. Are there any characters like that you'd suggest to someone to pick up and play?
Okay, for Smash Wii U's newest game, I reckon the easiest to begin with is Mario, because when you test your controls, Mario is the default character and he's very easy to use in terms of his moves, just basic projectiles, basic stuff. Same with Captain Falcon. He's very quick, so he can get around. He can get around and cover a lot of space really fast. But he doesn't have projectiles. But Captain Falcon and Mario are great starter characters.
Why do you play Smash?
Why I play Smash? It's a great game. It's a great way to test your mind. I think it's a great way to exercise your brain and test it by playing against people through a video game like Smash. So tournaments allow me to do that. And playing friends as well, and plus it's a great laugh. You know, I play it with the community members online and offline. We just shoot it and just say, you know what, do you want to play some Smash? Have some talk alongside. So it's a great way to socialise with people actually, and I made a lot of new friends this way. So that's what's keeping me in the game: friends and community, and the game's fun.
Is there a difference between casual games with your friends or events like this compared to competitive tournaments? Sort of like the larger ones such as Insomnia?
I've never been to Insomnia, but I have been to bigger tournaments compared to this. This is more like a medium-sized one, and comparing that with really small locals, it's very relaxed in small locals usually, and the higher, the more status event is, it tend to get more serious. There's more money on the line, more good players as well. So it really depends. So if I go into a big tournament, let's say in London or in the Midlands, I had to prepare for it, make sure I got my training, make sure I'm fully ready physically and mentally, and I know who I'm playing. But if it's a small tournament, I tend to be a bit more lax, but I still take it serious. But I don't want to put too much stress on it. I only save it for really big events and where I really want to focus. So, I guess you could compare your attention is different in each tournament.
Current tag is Fisheatcorn. I say current because I used to be known as ICO. I'm currently sponsored by 8-Bit Planet.
So how long have you been playing the game for?
I'm playing Smash since 2005, so we're talking like upwards of 10 years now. But fairly long time.
What keeps you so engaged with the game? Why have you been playing for so long?
I guess when I first started, it was just really fun to get better at a game. I've been playing it since I was a kid. But as I got more and more into the competitive scene, I started to meet a lot of people on a regular basis. I mean, not just those in my local area, but also around the country. And I guess at the end of the day, you play a game because it's fun, but you stick around because of the people in it. You build friendships that last a long time.
What's the difference between casual and competitive?
I suppose if you compare it to someone who just plays for a bit of fun, they don't really try to learn too much about the game's ins and outs, then I suppose that's the difference between casual and competitive. When you go competitive, you go to tournaments, you go prove that you're the best or you're good at the game. So a lot of people are also trying to do the same thing. So you have to really learn what's strong in the game, what's weak, and how to beat that. At the end of the day, if you play competitively, you're playing for ranking, pride, you want to be the best.
What's your favourite character in the game, and why is it your favourite?
In Melee, I guess it's Falco. On Project M, it's Sheik. I've played those characters for years now, and I stick with them because they're fun to play. They've got a lot of good combos, and they win games. But at the same time, it's because they've also got the tools that I need to win. And it's all about learning, a couple of characters that will really take you far in the game.
What do you think of the scene in the UK right now?
I think the UK scene is probably stronger than most people make out to be. The teams themselves aren't that strong, but we have some very, very talented individuals.
So the ESL UK Premiership for us is a community-driven activity. It starts up, it opens up, open to everyone. Anyone can compete. If you think you're up for it, get 5 friends together, try your hands at it, and if you are good enough, you'll make it into the promotions. And that's where the old guard face off against the new guard.